hey, quick video. And the reason is because I just made a really long video on Give Me a Flake Man. So those of you who are really interested in the whole backstory to this video, go check out that video. I'll have it linked underneath. It'll be the guy in the green shirt. Unfortunately, the rest of the guy is the same. Okay, so what happened very quickly, I made a video about a week or so ago called Greg Solomon's LOL suit, in which I read an email in which Greg Solomon threatened to sue me for calling him a liar in a video. Now, he hasn't really mentioned it too much since then, and that's not really the point, but that video was DMCA. Someone sent a DMCA against that video. Now, is that, fair? Is that honest? I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. That's still kind of happening right now. That story's evolving, unfolding as we speak. I filed a counter DMCA against that, and I wanted just to point out that a lot of people on YouTube don't really know what is fair and what is not fair. And if someone uses an image of you on YouTube, do you have a right to that image? I was led to believe a long time ago that you do have a right. Now, under the fair use policy, which I've read quite a bit about, I don't really think you have a right to protect your images if you are on YouTube. But at the same time, YouTube links and this and that, if you do searches, they don't really give you any other option. They really don't, So if someone is kind of harassing you with your image, I don't think there's much you can do except file a DMCA, which in the end might actually be illegal. I don't know. So what I'm going to do here is provide some links about how to file a DMCA through YouTube and how to file a counter DMCA, and something else I've discovered. It's called how to file. It's called something called a privacy complaint. And I will also include something that you guys should know by now. It's called copyright tips, in which one of the things they do mention in the very beginning is just don't use anything you didn't make by yourself, and which kind of implies that you're not supposed to use anybody else's video clips. But at the very end of that video, it says fair use links on the web, and it talks about using copyrighted content in your videos. So it's quite confusing, And at the very end of it all, it says, disclaimer, we are not your attorneys. And the information we present here is not legal advice. We present this information for informational purposes only. So, this filing DMCAs and filing false DMCAs and filing counter DMCAs, this problem will continue until YouTube thinks it's a big enough problem to do something major about it. And the only and I'm not suggesting this, but I think that will only happen when the top levels of YouTube, the upper escalons of YouTube fandom, the big YouTubers, and the guys with 100,000 to 200,000 subscribers, until they start getting DMCAs. When they start getting their videos DMCA'd and they start, losing money, and YouTube starts losing money, that's when it might be an issue. But until then, I don't think there's much to do. Anyway, this is Give Me a Break Man, still on vacation, and with jet lag, making videos, hopefully to get tired enough to go to sleep late enough so I can wake up at a proper time and enjoy the rest of my stay here in the USA, which is where I am. Talk to you later. Bye.